Yeah. Hey guys, it's Steph and
Edward.
And today we're going back to school.
I hate school.
Okay, you'll survive. But anyways, as you can see, I went to McMaster University, and that is where we're going today. We're gonna do a little LARPing as students.
That's what we're calling it, LARPing as students?
Yep, that is. So the main reason we're going back is because we're speaking at like this career night. But yeah, we thought we'd take the opportunity. We're gonna have maybe a few minutes to explore campus a little bit, is my hope. Hopefully it doesn't rain too much today. Come along with us as we go on this little adventure. Alright, so we're on our way to Hamilton. There was a lot of traffic getting out of Toronto. We might have to do a really quick LARP because we're not going to have too much time when we get there and we still need to eat. How'd you do on that test last week? Can't say that. How'd you... Cried? Yeah? So, what grade did you get? Oh, because I got like a 98. Believe it or not, I actually was a very good student for most of my years, especially in high school. And then I think university was like after first year, starting like second year, maybe second semester. Because yeah, second year, first semester was kind of weird. I switched into being an English major because I just wanted to do something more creative. And at the time, I really liked creative writing. But then I got scared and then switched back into science, which I have a lot of feelings about. Yeah, first year I was such a bad student in uni actually. I skipped a lot of classes. What hit me, because I came from like small town, small school, where like it was a lot easier being the top of my class. And then as soon as I go into university, it's like, oh my gosh, there's so many people who are way smarter than me, coupled with, you know, so much freedom. And yeah, nobody's telling you have to like go to class and you have to get up. So I used to, just stay up super, super late and skip all my morning classes. And I remember it was really bad. There were some courses that admittedly were like bird courses or easier courses, but I never went to a single class. And then a couple days before the exam, I just crammed it all. Actually, I still got decent marks on those because like they were easier classes, but that is not the way to spend your schooling and, you know, your tuition, because you're paying for those classes, right? First year was rough, and I was a little boy crazy. Yeah, I was like, whoa, so many boys. Yeah.
I think every high schooler had this idea, once I get to university, that's gonna be the new me.
Yes. Yeah, no, because I never dated in high school. I was always like focused on being a good student, whatever. And then I was like, okay, when I go into university, that's when I'm gonna glow up and get a boyfriend. And then that didn't happen. So
that's such a common perspective.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember when I think it was like a 68 on a midterm. I cried. I was so upset.
Yeah. I remember like in first year, I get so upset if I got like a below 75, right? And then by fourth year, I was like 51, easy. I passed.
I think the difference is like for your program, you just need to pass. But in my program, if you're in science, like, okay, most people, you're probably looking to apply to a professional school, grad school. Unfortunately, there's not much you can do with just a science degree. Yeah, I was very much pressured into thinking like, I need to get high grades now. Because, first year was a wash a bit, or like not really, but a little bit. And I was competing with so many smart people. And initially, I did want to go into med school, honestly, because my dad's a doctor. So I thought like, oh, that's what I'm going to do too. But I quickly realized that, the competition is so fierce and I don't think I'm actually cut out for it. And I don't want to do all that schooling and residency and work super long hours. Yeah, I wanted like a decent paying job that's stable, and I wanted good work-life balance so that I could raise a family. And I really, 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 really wanted to get a boyfriend and get married. Like that was like honestly probably my biggest wish. So I was just like, okay, I need to do something in healthcare because that's all I knew. And I feel like, yeah, that's what was kind of sold to me as like what you should be aiming for. I was also told in the past, like desk jobs are boring. And I had this idea in my head that like, oh, I don't want a desk job. I want to be challenged every day and do new stuff and be active.
Boring is
Boring is fine. Boring is great. But yeah, I thought, like, I had these ideas in my head, and I had this idea. I was very naive, I think. I just had this very like rose-tinted glasses on about healthcare and about, I just want to help people. I just want to be compassionate. And corporate jobs, they're scary, they're sexist, and it's like a bunch of scary people, and everyone's aggressive and trying to climb that ladder. But oh my gosh, healthcare, honestly, I feel is way more aggressive. And people, like, you will meet some of the most aggressive people working in healthcare, whether that's like other people you're working with, because everyone is like on high alert, high stress, especially in the hospitals. Super burnt out. A lot of people are jaded and cynical, and just like, you're so busy. Like, there's not a moment where you can just, or at least in my experience, you don't have a lot of moments to just like sit down and relax. There's so much going on, so much stimulation. Patients need help and your care and your attention, and then you're working with so many people who are also asking for your help, and there's just so much going on. So everyone's high alert, high stress, and of course, like, people are going to be aggressive, and unfortunately, yeah, patients will be aggressive, and their family members. Sometimes they can't help it, like, there are cognitive mental health issues, as we know, but I still don't think like that excuses a lot of the behaviors that we see. I don't think I fully understood what I was getting myself into. I think also being a super introvert, my battery was a lot lower to begin with. And so being in that kind of setting just used up my battery so much faster than maybe some other people. Going into OT, the decision was made like literally fourth year, summer after third year, where I didn't even know what OT was, but I started looking into it and considering the other options like physiotherapy. I considered pharmacy and optometry, but out of all the options, I think OT and PT interested me the most. So I applied to both, and I got accepted to one school for each. I don't know, maybe, like, I don't know what would have been better, to be honest. Like, part of me does wish I went into physiotherapy. However, we live and we learn, and I think, we grow from the challenges, and I probably wouldn't be the person I am today if I didn't go through what I went through. Did you take your notes by hand or on a laptop?
Depended on the course. For anything math related, I can't type out like the formulas and the symbols in the computer. So I had to do those by hand.
The courses that I found most difficult were the math-based ones.
Same.
Yeah, that's your whole degree.
That's my entire degree.
Yeah.
Challenging.
Or like, yeah, physics and math-based ones where you had to use like apply formulas.
Do you think we would have been friends in school?
Maybe.
Maybe. Would you have liked me in school?
Maybe.
Maybe.
See, this is the thing, guys. Edward says that back when he was a young un, he was into the baddies. He was into... Yes, you did. You told me that you were into girls who looked like, a little bit...
edgier.
Yeah, edgy, bad girl, ABG vibes.
Then look who I ended up with.
Yeah, a baddie.
Okay, I don't know.
But yeah, I actually told Edward that if we had met in high school, I feel like I wouldn't have liked Edward because, okay, he actually glowed up a lot in university, in undergrad. High school, looked a little bit more like a nerd, I would say. I mean, I also had a big glow up, I feel. Because I feel like a lot of people do.
Awkward,
yeah, I was really awkward or more awkward. I actually used to wear so much jewelry. It's a kind of embarrassing. Yeah, okay, so hear me out. So I went to a Christian school, meaning we had uniforms. And so the only way for me to show like individualism in my fashion and outfits, to express myself, because I love clothes, I love fashion, and even back then I really wanted to express myself. The only way was to either wear lots of jewelry. They did allow us to like wear makeup, but my mom didn't want me to wear makeup until graduating high school, so I didn't really wear makeup. I wore a lot of necklaces. I was doing the 20 chains, wearing all the bangles. I was also super inspired by the old school K-pop because back then, like Boa, who is K-pop queen, she was one of the first K-pop artists I listened to. And I remember seeing some of her music videos where she would wear a lot of bling, I think, like jewelry. And I thought that was the coolest thing. And so I wanted to be like her, you know? Yeah. I think back in the day, there were a lot of regrettable fashion choices that I actually got from K-pop. I think it was Kara, which is another early girl group. I remember seeing them wear these like colorful outfits with knee-high socks, like colorful knee-high socks, and I thought that was so cool. So I had to get myself some colorful knee-high socks to wear with my high tops and either like shorts or like a skirt. I don't know. It was a confusing time. We actually both joke because we both had phases of trying to pull off a suit vest in like middle school or like early high school. And I remember seeing a picture of Edward and it looks really dorky.
It's just too tight.
Yeah, it looks like, I feel like the suit vest, like in recent times, looks so much better than whatever we were trying to do back then. Or like the bejeweled sweater from Guess I had. That was my favorite sweater at a time. And I loved like bejeweling stuff. I bejeweled my DS Lite, and I thought that was really cool.
You mean Bedazzled?
Oh, Bedazzled. Yes,
What is that like? It's that Candy Crush like game.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, Bedazzled, but you know, putting like the bling bling on stuff. Yeah. Oh, Candy Crush was a time too. I remember playing so much Candy Crush.
That's actually one I've never played.
Really? It was so easy because it's on your phone.
But like I played similar like flash games, you know, like match threes.
My mom still plays Candy Crush. Do you remember Fruit Ninja? And like Cut the Rope?
Yeah. Okay, so
And Flappy Bird? Oh my...
I didn't like Flappy Bird.
Oh no?
That was really annoying.
Yeah.
But Fruit Ninja, Doodle Jump, and Jetpack Joyride. Those are like the three mobile games that I was really good at.
Oh, and like Angry Birds.
Yeah, Angry Birds is fun. I wish they kept it to just the mobile game.
Not the movie.
I do respect it because you gotta get that bag.
Yeah.
Like if I was, you know, the creator of Angry Birds, I'd make a movie. Cash out on those mindless children.
Mindless.
Steal their lunch money.
Like you stole my lunch money?
Yeah, but you deserve it.
No.
No. It's pretty great.
What little whale?
Your little whale, like WAIL.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like an animal whale. I think one of the things I miss the most about being a student is like how spontaneous you can be as a student. Your friends are all around you, especially in like university. Everyone's so accessible, and yeah, like especially if you lived in a student house with people. Like after second year, where I lived with my best friend from high school, like in a dorm, second, third, and fourth year, I lived in student houses, and there was always, I think, 6 people living together. And it was just so much fun. And yeah, it's like your friends are right there. Everyone's accessible. Everyone kind of has like a similar schedule. And you could just, yeah, go study at cafes, like go out to eat, do a grocery run. I don't know, play some games. It was so much fun. And now it's like you have to make plans in advance, like months in advance sometimes, just to see some people.
More so for you because you like to plan out everything.
Well, also though, if I don't do that, then my friends are gonna be too busy, you know? They're gonna be busy too, because like their schedules fill up. And so if I want to lock in getting together with friends, especially like depending on how many people, if it's just one person or like a couple of people, but like even with you and your friend group, like if there's that many people, then you kind of have to plan in advance. Oh, the other thing I really miss is like being surrounded by so many people in the same life stage, where it's so easy to make friends because like you're all going through the same thing. And I feel like I took that for granted because you're all going through the same thing. You have similarities just by being students, and like if you're in the same program or taking a similar class, like everyone's so much more open to making friends and being friendly. Because nowadays I feel like it's so hard to make friends unless you're making friends at, I don't know, something like church, right? Or maybe your coworkers at your workplace. All right, so there's the Mac Children's Hospital. Yeah, we're gonna see if we can find some street parking. Wow, this is so nostalgic. I used to walk down this road all the time because I lived on Emerson in a student house.
It's raining.
Oh, the path I would always take.
I guess it is. Prison for 4 years.
I swear we did not have this when I was a student here. These are the halls I walked where I really wanted a boyfriend. So now I'm back with my handsome husbando. Definitely building more structures. That is the biggest new building. That is so fancy. What the heck? I lived in those red small buildings over there. Central. Okay, so unfortunately my phone died while we were romping around campus and yeah, going to our club event, which went really well. It was a nice, small, intimate group, but yeah, I'm just so blessed and joyful after that experience and getting to meet the students and hopefully give them some nice advice and encouragement. So there was that. I feel like this inspired me to want to revisit Hamilton and McMaster, maybe in the summer or at least like warmer weather when it's nice, because I feel like there's some food that I really want to get. Unfortunately, the meal on campus, it was very mid. It did give me back like that nostalgia for just, yeah, eating campus food, but it was pretty mid. And there's like this really good pho place that we used to go to all the time, and just like yeah, cute little streets. I feel like Hamilton has a lot of like cute streets that are really hipster and have cute like nice cafes and food. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe for more fun content. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.